Mercer County, West Virginia. Here, on the bank of Lake Shawnee, stands the abandoned remnants of what was once a simple, wholesome family amusement park. Opened in 1926, the park thrived for decades until it was abruptly closed in 1966. According to local historians, the reason for the closure was that what started as a playground for children became the site of numerous tragic and disturbing incidents.
In the 1940s, a little girl was riding the swings, and a soda delivery truck delivered soda to the concession stand. And whenever he did, he backed up into the path of the swing and it killed the little girl.
She wasn't the only child killed here. There were several kids that drowned. One was a really sad story, and I would hope it wouldn't happen nowadays. A mother brought her 9-year-old here and dropped him off to go swimming, and she went on her merry way. She came back when the park was closing, and she couldn't find her son. And they looked for the son until 10 o'clock at night when they found him. His arm was stuck in the drain of the swimming pool, and it had sucked him in, and he couldn't get out, and he had just drowned.
There was another incident where there was a family out on an outing. They was riding a canoe in the lake. The canoe overturned, and a little boy drowned in the lake.
Before its doors were closed, 6 children had died in the park. And that might have been reason enough for the park to remain closed, but it didn't. In 1985, local resident Gaylord White purchased the property with hopes of reopening it.
In the 1950s, Gaylord, my husband, worked here when he was in high school. He fell in love with it. So that was his wish, that someday he would own the park. And somebody had sent us word that the heirs had finally decided they were going to sell it. That's how we bought it. We wanted to have a children's ride park.
For years, locals believed that the park was haunted, maybe even cursed. Then, in the late 1980s, the White family made some curious discoveries.
We started finding a lot of pottery and Native American tools and arrowheads, stuff like that. So we stopped doing the bulldozing. We called Marshall University. They put together an archaeological team that would come down to the park. They started uncovering bodies. So that's when we knew we had a Native American burial ground on the property.
A series of tragic deaths at an amusement park built on the site of a Native American burial ground. A coincidence? As far as paranormal investigators are concerned, not a chance.
The first time I stepped foot on Lake Shawnee Amusement Park, I felt like I was being watched. It was an ominous, just negative feeling. I don't necessarily believe that places are born bad. I believe that things have to occur for a place to become negative in nature.
People said whenever they come to the park that they see the swings move on their own, or maybe they see an image of the little girl that's riding the swings.
Seeing only one swing move, when I look at it, no one else sees it, or it stops as soon as someone else is looking, that's pretty scary. More than scary, it's unexplained. We tend to be scientists now. All of us, we know everything that's going on. And when you see something that you don't understand, it gets to be creepy.
Millions of people have had these experiences. Not just hauntings, but all sorts of ESP experiences and related experiences. These are questions that science should be looking at very carefully and closely. And to say, oh, it's mass hallucination or it's this kind of explanation, without looking into the experience itself, either the singular or the general patterns, is not scientific. It's highly unscientific.